This is I Make Beats, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to do two things. A quick review of a new product called the Blast Box, and then afterwards, we're going to work with some Landr samples and try to make a cool beat. So stick with me. Yes, so before we get started, if you're new to the channel and you are into beat making, tutorials, and product reviews, be sure to hit that bell notification and the subscribe button so that you're notified when I release a new video. Alright, so yes, a company called Blast Radio reached out and asked if I would be interested in checking out the Blast Box. I was like, hey, why not? It seems like a cool device, and I wanted to see what it was really about. Okay, so you're wondering, what is the Blast Box? Well, the Blast Box is a broadcasting app, or in this case, device, that allows DJs, podcasters, journalists, YouTubers like you and I to broadcast yourselves in audio format. Alright, enough talk. Let's check out this video clip.
Turn on the device by holding the red button. The screen will say Setup Mode. To pair your account with BlastBox, tap the broadcast icon, choose Setup Device, choose BlastBox, then connect your Wi-Fi network. Your device will then reset. On startup, you will see the firmware version on your device, your username, and your Wi-Fi strength. When the device is ready, you're ready to broadcast. Connect any audio source to BlastBox using the RCA input on the back of the device. Press the red button to start your broadcast. You'll see a 3-second countdown, then the broadcast will begin. The raw audio coming into the box will be uploaded to the cloud as a lossless WAV file and delivered to the user in the highest possible quality. In the app, the broadcast icon will turn red and you'll see a red circle around your profile image. Your followers will receive a push notification that says you're on air. They can tap to open the app and tune into your broadcast. Listeners will see a prominent tip button. They choose the amount, then confirm by doing an in-app purchase. This operates the same on both iOS and Android. You will receive a notification that says how much you were tipped and by who. Your device will glow red when listeners join, send tips, or send vibes. You'll also see tips and listener count in the broadcaster drawer in the app. You can monitor your source audio using the 1/4-inch headphone jack on the front of the device. The monitor volume can be adjusted using the knob on top of the device. See battery life, Wi-Fi strength, and username by pressing the gray button. Your broadcast will be available to listeners for 24 hours before it expires. You can always access past broadcasts by visiting your profile. Swipe left on any broadcast to unpublish, delete, or download to have the lossless WAV file emailed to you. Ensure your broadcast sounds great by doing a sound check broadcast that only you can hear. The broadcast icon and the circle around your profile image will both turn yellow instead of red. Sound check mode turns off automatically after you broadcast. If you need to change your Wi-Fi network or log into a different account with your device, turn it off, then turn it back on by long holding the red button until the device says Setup Mode. And that's how simple it is to broadcast lossless audio with BlastBox.
The Blast Box itself, you get an RCA to 1/8-inch cable, as well as a 1/4-inch adapter. Very simple system. As you can see, I already have mine set up, so let's take a quick look. There it is. I'm running the 2.11. I make beats. You can see your Wi-Fi connection as well as your battery. So it's ready to go. And what's really nice is that, like I said, it's connected to your Wi-Fi. So as soon as you push this button here, it will give you a 3-second countdown, and whatever audio source you have plugged into the device, it will automatically begin to broadcast directly to the Blast Radio platform. And for those of you who may not want the physical hardware device, fear not, because Blast Radio did not forget about you PC and Mac users. There is an app that is available in case you want to use this system with your computer. All right, let's make some tracks. I have two sample packs from Landr. One is called the Acid Jazz Basics sample pack, and the other is called Isolated Trap Soul and R&B. All right, so in the Acid Jazz Basics pack, there are two samples that I'm going to be working with. One is a bass guitar sample. It's in the key of E minor, and it's at 85 BPM. The second sample, it's a Rhodes sample. It's also in the key of E minor, but the tempo on the Rhodes sample is at 115. I know you're probably saying, well, dang, how are you going to get two samples that are at two different BPMs to work together? I'm going to show you what I'm doing to make that function. And then when we go to the Isolated Trap Soul and R&B, in that pack, they're all drum loops. It's a drum loop pack. It's pretty dope. And I think it has some melodies too. But I came into this pack specifically for a drum loop. So we're going to be looking at the jungle drum loop, which is also at 85. So my bass line and my drums are both at the right BPM. It was the Rhodes melody that was way faster. So anyway, here's the drum sample we're going to be working with. And you get the idea. All right, so give you a little taste of the funk that I dropped so far. This is what we have. All right. I don't want to get too carried away, but you get the idea. Really nice flow. I got the Rhodes sample to lay in in the beat. Really nice. Now, let me show you something. We're going to go to the track that has the sample, the Rhodes sample on it. Let me hit the pad real quick. Now, because I hit the pad, I can go straight to the sample editor, and it brings up that pad. Now listen to the sample now. This is the way the sample sounds originally at 115 BPM. But if you notice, it's not playing that fast now in my beat. That's because what I did is I warped the sample. And I set the BPM to what the BPM is for the sample. And then when I turned on warp, it automatically readjusted that 115. And I had my BPM sync on, so it readjusted that to the set BPM on my project. So that's why now that 115 BPM will function in this sequence at 85 BPM. I know that's a lot, tongue twister. D-Mogul, this one is for you. So basically, like I said before, all I did was I have isolated the sample on a pad, on a program, on a track. I made sure that sample was loaded, which we see it here, piano sample. My BPM, I made sure that my BPM matched the original BPM of that sample. And then once you turn the warp function on and the BPM sync on, it automatically will stretch that BPM to match the BPM of the project. So look, I'm going to turn the warp off, and you're going to see how it's not going to be in sync. chaos, right? So now when I turn my warp on, this is what we get. You guys kind of see my idea where I'm going with it. So I got my bass line, my drums, I got my Rhodes. What I think I'm going to do now is I kind of want to make a bridge. I want to make a slight transition from this. So that means I got to pull out the complete controller. I'm going to attach it to the MPC, and I'm going to try to come up with my own little chord progression. All right, let's do it. Well, as you can see, the video pretty much explained it all. It's a really dope device, and as you know, for my channel, I am a portable standalone user, so the Blast Box kind of fits right in with what I'm used to, working with. So I'm really looking forward to using it. Stay tuned, and I will be doing some live audio broadcasts coming in the near future. Well, I want to thank all of you for stopping by the channel. If you guys are interested in the Blast Box, be sure to check the description. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell so you know when I come out with new content just like this one. Until next time, this is I Make Beats.